Today is troubleshooting day. Hello, this is ET Garage. I'm Eugene Tordo, and like I was saying, today's video is we're going to do some troubleshooting. Probably already know what the problem is if you've seen the very beginning of this video, the intro. But let's go over here, and as you can tell, I got the distributor cap out, and pulling the wire, some of these came out, which belong in the distributor cap. We'll go over and take a look at that. And they came out of here. Yeah, they came out of here. They should be like that, permanently in there, and there shouldn't be holes burnt through like that. Look on the inside, it's real bad. And of course, the rotor is actually still good, but it's made to go with that cap. This is an MSD. This is a nice rotor too. And that didn't burn, but you can see all the stuff on there. And a bunch of that was underneath. I already blew the distributor out, but there was a bunch of it in there. So what caused that? Now, according, if you do a Google search or in Gemini or whatever AI app you're using, to say it could have something to do with the coil or high resistance in the spark plugs or the spark plug wires. I don't believe it's the spark plugs or spark plug wires. Like, I did pull this one off, the spark plugs out on that side, and they all looked fairly decent. You can tell they look a little rich, and the reason they look rich isn't because it's running rich, but because it's getting weak spark due to the problems under here. Anyway, I noticed this thing running rough. My 90 Corvette with the 385 stroker, L98 or tune port, whichever you want to refer to it as. And these spark plug wires are pretty good wires. They're not that old, so I'm hoping that's not the problem. If you have the problem with the spark plug or the spark plug wires, that will cause it. A bad coil will cause it. I'm going to go with the coil because I don't know how old this coil is. I just took it off the shelf, and so I'm assuming that's the problem. I'm also going to take this coil off and look under here. In fact, let me get a Phillips screwdriver, and we'll take that off and look at it. All right, that looks fine. That there looks a little mangled, but it ain't bad. Could have probably been a little more silicone grease in there. It ain't bad, though. It doesn't look like it was arcing through. I've seen worse. So, I don't know. Also, a thing that will cause it is a lot of moisture. I do live in an area where we get a lot of humidity in the summertime. Just starting this up, say, back it out in the driveway, let it run a few minutes, and then turn it off. That'll warm it up and then cool down and draw in a lot of moisture. Something like that could have happened. Like I said, I checked the plug and the wire on the one side. That looked fine. I'll probably check the other one because there's two missing, just to play it safe. And but I think it was just, I don't know, I think it was more to do with either the coil, something to do with this coil, or something to go moisture build up in there, condensation. Any of those things could have caused this. But I do have a replacement cap and rotor, a good one. And I got spares up here too if I need them. So, spare coil. Oh no, that's a different coil. That's for the small cap. That is for a small cap distributor. That's an external coil. So, see what I got. But I got extra caps and rotors, and I'm all good there. I'm pretty sure I got another coil up here somewhere too. So Ain't worried about that. I'll go ahead and install this, start her up and see if she's running good. But yeah, this a couple of days ago I noticed it was running really bad, and I put some fuel injector cleaner in it. I actually didn't see any sparks coming out of here, because one of the first things I do when it's running rough is, you know, look under here for sparks from the spark plug wires. I didn't see any. Maybe I'm getting old and blind. I don't know. But yeah, this is number 6, so maybe I'll pull that number 6 spark plug wire too and check that. Make sure that's good. The wire itself looks good, but I'll check the plug. Make sure that's good. That's not too bad to get to. One thing I always do when I pull the spark plug on this side is I always end up knocking this off. And because of that location of that aftermarket oil dipstick tube, I sometimes have to just unbolt it and swing it out of the way. One of the things I did when I checked this is I hooked up my vacuum gauge, check for anything mechanical. Vacuum gauge was nice and steady. And it actually was idling really nice. It's just when you rivet up, it was like da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and hold it steady, it was like da-da-da-da, like you can tell it was missing, so something was going on. So yeah, I don't think there's any problems with the spark plugs or the wires. Neither of them are very old. This cap I've had for some time, and I've had it off and on again, and this coil, I don't know how old that is. I've had this off the shelf. But that's going to go on. That's going to go on. I do use plastic screws. The distributor I have is from Davis Unified Ignition, and it comes with these plastic screws, and that helps prevent arcing. So this is their original cap, and it's still good. Still got plenty of miles on it. And this is their original, I believe this is their original rotor, and it still has plenty of miles on it. So switch to them and get this running again. Okay, it's all back together. I could probably dust that off better, but all the wires are on. If you look at my wires, I do have them numbered, so I know where they go, and a cheat sheet, which is always helpful. You can get that. Just look up a firing order for a small block Chevy and on the internet, and print out one, or put it on your phone, or whatever you like if you're doing that. But it should be ready to fire up, so let's fire it up, see what happens. All right, it's all buttoned back up. It started right up and ran real nice and smooth. I still may pull that number 6 spark plug in that wire, but it's the way it's running, I don't think there's any problem. I think it was moisture buildup in this cap or something else. That's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, this cap, I'd say, this cap is no longer usable. Could be something to do with that coil. Either way, I'm going to play it safe and throw both of them away. The reason I put this on when I took the other one off was I just like the look of the MSD better. But anyway, if you're wondering what these posts look like, that's it. Yeah, I had to use pliers to pull them out of the spark plug wires. Well, I guess that's it for this video. That turned out to be a lot easier fixed than I thought. I was getting ready to do balance test on the injectors, and I did pull the spark plugs before I started this morning. I pulled all the spark plug on the driver's side because they're easier ones to get at. And they all looked good, except, like I said, they were a little bit on the rich side. And that's due to bad spark, not because of the injectors or anything like that. So I did notice this thing's been getting harder to start, and fuel mileage down, and I just ignored it. I can't believe I didn't see any spark coming out of there, though. That just totally amazes me. I didn't see any spark coming out of there. Maybe this coil's getting weak or something. That could be a problem too. Weak spark will make your spark plugs look like they're running rich because they're not burning the fuel completely. But that turned out to be a lot easier troubleshooting than I thought. Hopefully it stays well for a while now. Yeah, because, it's car show season, it's summer, nice driving weather. Don't want to go around fixing the car. I want to be out driving it. So, I guess that's it for this video. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.